Hey youbers, how you doing? Well, I don't have a painting video to share with you this week because I really haven't done anything. And my only excuse is, well, I've got several excuses. One is I started gym, well I actually started going to gym last week. And I've been hitting it pretty hard actually. I've been going 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. I actually went Thursday as well this last week. And I've been going for around about 2 hours, and I've mostly just been doing cardio because, you know, I just want to shake off my excess weight that I've put on over the last couple of years. So I reckon if I hit it hard for at least 2 months, then I should lose some weight. As long as I don't have some of those nice little snacks. But I've been eating really good, which is surprising, because I think, well, what's the point of going to gym if I'm just going to eat shit afterwards? So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not promising miracles, but so far I'm loving it. I'm loving the exercise. It's giving me more energy, and it gets me out of the house so I don't turn crazy, or crazier than I am. So I've also been in the production line of producing sardine can shrine cases for you guys that have ordered them. I sent out, oh my god, I must have sent out at least 25 thereabouts now, and I'm got another 10 ready to go, so I'll be contacting those people on the list. But yeah, getting there. I can see the end of the list is in sight. So yeah, so hopefully some of you guys will be starting to get some of your sardine cans in the post fairly soon. Every time I'm bringing like all of these packages into the post office, the guy's looking at me like, what is going on? And then he did ask me the last time I went, he goes, can't you bring a lot of these packages in? And I just said, yeah, no, I'm just a crazy artist and blah, blah, whatever. But okay, so I don't actually have any art to show you that I've done, but I want to show you an artwork that I've received. Now on my social network, Loving Mixed Media, there is many awesome talented artists on there sharing their work, and of course mixed media artists. Now there's one in particular which she blogged work that she was working on, and she wasn't sure if it was finished or what it needed. So she blogged and showed a picture of it, and I was just like, oh my god, I love it. And I'm an impulse buyer when it comes to art. Like, you know, if I'm going to buy something, I have to really love it. I just have to go, oh my god, I want it. And then I'll just, you know, I said to her, you know, I love it. Don't do anything to it. I want to buy it. As long as it's not like hugely expensive so I can't afford it. But, you know, I'm ready to buy it. And she was over the moon that I wanted to buy the work. And she goes, no, look, I just want to send it to you. I'm just going to send it to you. And I was like, what, are you crazy? But I am sending her something in return. So I received her artwork in the post, and it's amazing, and I want to show you because it's much better in actual real life than the actual photo. Her name's Lee Hynes. Hey Lee! And yeah, this is my little baby. I love it. It is sort of an abstract expressionist typed artwork, and I just love the colours, the composition. I don't know if you can see what it is, but you mightn't be able to, but some people can and some people can't, which is what I love about it. But what it is a woman reclining. And this is sort of her here, this is her head, this is her body reclining down here. And there's like a bowl of fruit here, which you could probably see the bowl of fruit. But it's really washy, and there's lots of layers. You can see she's built up lots of layers on it. She's gone over things, and I just think it looks wonderful, and I loved it, and it really works. So I'm going to get that framed. I don't know when, but hopefully fairly soon. And yeah, it's fantastic. So thank you, Lee. I love it, and I will definitely look after it, and it's going to take pride of place in the lounge room somewhere. So that was my little excitement for this last week. Alright, so as you saw from the last video, I was working on this artwork here. Now I'm really happy with the progress that has happened with it. I sort of I don't like the bacon stencil anymore there. It's a bit too dark and it's a bit too, I don't know, it doesn't really fit in with the style of painting, and so it's probably going to disappear, or I don't know, I'm going to do something with it. I'm just going to let the creative genius have its way and see what happens. But I'm really liking all of this area here. This is sort of turned into like some sort of elephant creature type thing. And so in the next couple of days I'm going to come back and get into it. I sort of did these paint splatters with my fingers on here, and it sort of gave it a really nice effect, which is something different. I sort of think this style of painting you can sort of break up into three different stages of development. The first, and I sort of liken it to when someone has cataracts and they can't see, and then all of a sudden they see. I know this is going to be a weird analogy. All right, work with me. All right. So when you first start painting like this, you're just flashing down colour and shape, and everything's really blurry and fuzzy, and you don't have an idea of what you're going to create. You know, you have no idea. So you keep splashing down colour and layering and, you know, just making marks. Second stage is when all of a sudden you start to draw and you start to pull shapes out, and you start to see things that you like. You start to formulate colour combinations that you really like, and so, you know, you're sort of starting to see a little bit more clearer about what you're creating, and then you sort of start to form ideas. Oh, that looks like an elephant head slightly, or that looks like a type of fish, or, you know, your brain starts pulling images into it. And then the final stage is when you can see clearly, is when, okay, all right, that's an elephant, that's that. Now I'm going to come in and do some details, and you like refine it, you add little bits and pieces, so because you know what the story's about, you've got the images, and now you're just fine-tuning it to make it super sharp, clear, and whatever. So that's the three stages that I think this style of painting is all about. Creating the blurredness and then sort of refining it to sort of pull out shapes, and then finally is the super detailed refinement. And if you keep that in mind and you do those three steps, then you can create work like this. No, actually it's a lot of hard work. This style of painting for me is very, very challenging, because you've really got to give up the process, and you've got to give up that feeling of if you've created something nice and you don't want to ruin it, what this style of painting teaches you is to let it go, is to give it up, and just, or not give it up, but keep the bit that you like and then get rid of the rest. See, all along, you know, I've liked this particular area here, and that sort of always stayed, and everything else has moved around it. So that's the other thing you can do. You keep the bits you like, get rid of the rest, and keep working it. But you may find eventually that the bit that you like doesn't work anymore, and then rather than keep it, you have to destroy it to actually make the painting better. So it's sort of, you know, sometimes that theory works of keeping it, and then other times it doesn't work. So, you know, it's just something that you've got to feel for it, because sometimes you do have to sacrifice it. But the good thing is, if you video it and you video your process, you can see how you created the layers, what came next. So you can sort of, you can never reproduce it, you'll never do it again, but you can sort of get an idea of how you laid down the colours, which is a good thing. And that's part of the reason why I document all of my process, because I can look back and say, all right, that's the layer I put on top of that, oh, I really like that. And, you know, you might, I mean, I've got an external hard drive, it's 1 terabyte, and, you know, all of my footage that you guys don't even get to see is, you know, all jammed on this external hard drive. and it's just pretty much getting full now after 4 years of throwing videos and videos on top. And yeah, it's amazing. It's just a full library of stuff. So I'm probably never going to use it, but it's there as a reference for whoever, whatever happens to it. I don't know. But that's all I wanted to really say, talk about. I don't really have anything else. I hope you've had a creative week. I've ordered some of this awesome photo sensitive silk screen typed fabric stuff. Another awesome artist, Lisa Potenzio, she put me onto this material, and basically it's a cheats way to create detailed stencils without actually doing any cutting. And basically it's a photosensitive, light sensitive fabric. You print out your images on transparency film, your black images. You then put them on this photographic film, on this fabric. You expose it to the sunlight for 60 seconds. Then you basically rinse it off, and then you've got your screen. Basically it's screen printing. It's a screen printing technique. Now I've always been a big screen printer at heart. That's where my roots lie, is in screen printing. But I've never had the money to set up a proper printmaking studio with a dark room so you can create your own photographic screen prints. But with this process, that eliminates everything. You don't need it. You don't need to have a dark room to do this in. You know, it looks amazing from what I've seen Lisa do, and plus what I've read online. So I've ordered them. They're pretty expensive. They're about 25 bucks a sheet, and the sheet's about, what is it now? 11 by 17 inches is the sheet. So they're quite large sheets. So I've ordered 5, so they're on their way, and I'm going to hopefully be creating some. I've got some ideas coming into my head of what I'm gonna do and play around with, and yeah, that's going to be another interesting set of videos, I guess. But you know, there's always something happening, always something new. You know, it's just, you know, amazing. I've also opened an account over on Vimeo. It's amazing, the talent over there and the artists. It's such a creative place, Vimeo. It's like YouTube, but it's more for artists, I think. It's just completely on another level altogether. My channel is called Studio 73, and I'm going to be making videos for that channel as well. Probably a little bit more arty, similar to my YouTube videos, but slightly, maybe a little bit different as well. So I don't want to repeat the same video on 2, because there's no point. I want to have sort of different stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm up to, and I hope you're having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.